Hello everyone and welcome to my short summary of living with the 2023 Toyota Highlander Platinum for this past week. Short summary because this is a little bit of a mid-life refresh for the Highlander. This generation did come out for the 2020 model year, and the big news for 2023 is that we have a new engine under the bonnet, a 2.4 litre four-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's not the first time we've seen this engine, not the first time I've come across it either. It was what had debuted in the new Lexus NX, and we should expect this to be quite a new corporate engine for Toyota and Lexus. And what this means is that we've lost the 3.5 litre V6, which will undoubtedly upset some Toyota loyalists, and I can understand the rationality behind that. You add a turbocharger, you've increased complexity, and then surely something more to go wrong. And one of the reasons many consumers love their Toyotas is that they really just don't go wrong at all. I had no issues with the 3.5 litre V6 when I tested it out last time in the XSE model. It wasn't particularly special or interesting, but it did the job. And I think for most consumers, anybody that is looking for a 3-row SUV, this 2.4 litre engine is also going to get the job done. And I have to say it is quite a nice engine. It's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission and an all-wheel drive system. That hasn't changed at all from the previous model year. The towing capacity stays the same at 5,000 pounds, and as you should expect, the fuel economy has been improved slightly. The best part about this engine, though, is its linear progression up the rev range. I don't think I've ever experienced a 4-cylinder engine that's turbocharged that is this smooth. You put your foot down at any kind of speed, the gearbox is very good at hitting it down a couple gears, but I've never once felt turbo lag or anything to make you think this is a turbocharged motor. It's quite quiet in this cabin and the ride is very soft, so the engine doesn't stand out really in any way. It has 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, and like I said, the loyalists will be upset, and with the way that Toyota's going, it's clear that the legacy products that are body on frame, or the legacy engines that are low stress, low compression, they don't have long left in this regulatory environment. So if you want to go out and buy a naturally aspirated 3-row SUV from Toyota, you're going to have to stick with the 4Runner. And, perfectly good vehicle, not my kind of car, but exactly what the loyalists are hoping to get out of a Toyota. So the engine's the big talking point, but a few other things to discuss as I'm in the Platinum model. You'll get a couple of upgrades that are also new to the Highlander. Firstly, being the digital instrument cluster, very slick, nice graphics, have a few interesting transitions between drive modes and all that, but very inoffensive, and honestly, it does the job perfectly fine. And then we have the new touchscreen setup in the Platinum that is carried from the Lexus NX, and the same software that we've seen in the new Tundra, the new Sequoia, all of those kind of products, and I really like this touchscreen. There's not a lot you can do with it, and of course with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, that's pretty much what you're looking at for the majority of your driving experience, but it's very snappy. I've not once experienced any faults, and it's just a good system to interact with. Otherwise, in the cabin, can't tell you much about other changes that have come about. The wireless phone charger is now up here in this negative space, where when I last tested it out, it was here in the center console, and that was a little bit of a clunky system that didn't quite work, but here it's nice that you have that wireless phone charger up in front. But what that means is that you've lost that little pass-through for the cable that you had previously in the Highlander, and I definitely missed that system. It was a good way to make this space cleaner, and so you didn't have to worry about getting the wire wrapped around the gear selector here or putting your phone in the cup holder, that kind of a thing. So small changes, not a lot to say, not a lot to film, and honestly on a cold day like today, I didn't want to spend too much time on this product anyway. So I've shared what I need to share, and that's that the 2.4 litre is an excellent engine. Please don't discredit it. I think this Highlander overall is a very good product, and if you're shopping in the 3-row SUV space, this is at the upper echelon alongside the Palisade and the Telluride. So that's all I really have to say. So thank you very much for taking the time to watching this video, and I hope to see you again on the channel soon.